So as Jenny has said, I'm Claire and it's my privilege to be the Executive Chair at Hamilton Multicultural Services Trust. And last year, clearly, we won the For Purpose Award. I'm just going to share a little bit with you about the Trust and why we decided to enter, and also our journey through that process, and most importantly, the impact that it's had since we won. So the Trust is a charitable organisation supporting migrants and former refugees to settle successfully here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. We were established in 1999 and provide a whole raft of services to newcomers, including interpreting and translation services, driving programs, leadership development for ethnic women, and employment support. During the pandemic too, we worked with a number of health professionals and supported over 2,000 people to get vaccinated against COVID-19. We're based over at the Settlement Centre Waikato on Boundary Road, so that's our operational base. So in terms of our why did we choose to enter? Last year, the board and leadership team developed a new strategic plan, and one of our key priority areas was around brand and communication. And our longest serving board member, Richard, often says we're Hamilton's best kept secret. And again, there's a bit of a theme coming through this evening. And we decided we no longer wanted to be. So in May, we explored the awards as an opportunity to raise our profile. Two of the team attended one of the drop-in information sessions that has already been talked about this evening. And it provided us with an opportunity to ask some questions and understand a little bit more about the process. After reviewing the awards, we entered two categories, the For Purpose one and the Community Contribution one as well. In early August, Jenny told us that we've been selected for site visits, which we were delighted about, and using the site visit guide that the Chamber provide us, we used that to prepare for the visits, and it's nice to see Mohammed here, who's one of the judges who came to visit us. And I guess the key thing about the visits, not only are they a little bit daunting, because you're really under the spotlight, they enable you to bring your organisation or company and your application to life. In September, like others, we attended the finalist announcement, and obviously we're announced as finalists. And we celebrated that milestone with the team. We weren't sure whether we'd win or not, clearly, but it was a really big achievement for us to be announced as a finalist. And then we booked a couple of tables at the gala dinner, which for a for-purpose organisation is a bit of a big deal. The evening arrived and we were all dressed up in our glad rags, and after taking our seats, I remember looking at the program and saying to my colleague Murzia, the For Purpose Award is up first. They were announced obviously in terms of the finalists, and after what felt like a very long pause, we were announced as winners. Us, HMS Trust, first time entrants, and we'd won. We were pretty stoked. Some of the feedback that was shared on the night about our organisation included HMS Trust is doing great work and people need to know about it. We were impressed by the positive culture, the strategic initiatives we've undertaken to design our services around the evolving needs of migrants, the way we measure and report our impact, the financial resilience we've built through our user pay services and the multi-year contracts we have, and the innovation we displayed during COVID. They said we lived and breathed diversity. So in terms of impact, having the Trust recognised across the Waikato business community, our story was in the New Zealand Herald, and we were also interviewed on the local radio station. It certainly helped to raise our profile. Clearly there's still work to do. However, it's fair to say HMS Trust is no longer Hamilton's best kept secret. That's been an external kind of impact. Internally, there's been an impact too. The sense of pride and level of engagement across the team has significantly increased since we won the award. So right at the beginning on my slide was, so to enter or not, that is the question. And the answer is absolutely. Yes, it does take a little bit of time and effort, but the benefits are worth it. If you do apply, be really clear about what the award criteria is. Have evidence to support your application or applications, and as I said before, be prepared to be a little bit vulnerable. Having the spotlight on and going through that judging process can be a little bit daunting. So in terms of what's next for HMS Trust, is it going to do it? No, bear with. Oh, right, hang on. Let's go here. Sweet. Thanks. So earlier this week, we celebrated the beginning of the redevelopment of the settlement centre Waikato, one of our long-term goals. The redeveloped centre is going to be the first purpose-built ethnic hub in our country, and it will enable us to continue to deliver much-needed services in a modern, fit-for-purpose environment. And our opening is scheduled for next year, which will be our 25th year of operating. Thank you to the Chamber for the opportunity to share our award story. Hopefully it has inspired those of you who haven't entered yet to really seriously consider it and give it a go, and also to further raise our profile, one of our immediate or initial aims of entering the awards. Ngā mihi nui.